Protection Act aims to safeguard individuals' personal information and their constitutional right to privacy. The Act applies to all persons who handle personal data relating to individuals in Kenya. In this video, we'll go over 8 key terms used in the Act. The first term is personal data. This is any information that can be used to directly or indirectly identify an individual. Examples of personal data include names and identification numbers, contact numbers and addresses, location information including residential and physical addresses, financial information such as bank account and credit card details, online identifiers such as cookies and similar web tags like IP addresses and GPS coordinates. Now, if you want to know if a dataset is personal data, ask yourself, can I identify a person using the data or a combination of the data? Here are 3 examples. 1. We can identify Anne Wanjiku of ID number 123456789. 2. Information about an individual's performance or conduct, such as a performance appraisal report or a criminal record on an application form. And 3. History of taxi trips recorded on a cab hailing app. On the other hand, there is sensitive personal data. This is data that reveals a person's race and beliefs, biometrics, genetics or health status, property details, marital details, and family details such as names of children and spouses, among others. The second term is processing. This includes any operation or sets of operations which is performed on personal data. In other words, processing is anything that is done to personal data, including 1. Collection, recording, organization, structuring. 2. Storage, adaptation or alteration. 3. Retrieval, consultation or use. 4. Disclosure by transmission, dissemination or making it available. And 5. Alignment or combination, restriction, erasure or destruction. The third term is data subject. This is the individual who owns personal data. Examples include prospective, existing, and former customers or employees, job applicants, property owners, and social media users. The fourth term is data controller. This is an entity that determines what information will be received from the data subject, what it will be used for, and how it will be processed. For example, a bank decides what type of information is required to open a customer account. Further examples of data processors include hospitals, schools, telecommunication companies, and employers. The fifth term is data processor. This is an entity that is appointed by a data controller to process data on behalf of the data controller. The appointment has to be made by a formal contract. Examples include call center service providers, research agencies, debt collectors, payroll processors, recruitment agencies, IT storage providers, and security firms. The sixth term is data commissioner. The data commissioner is a person appointed to head the office of the Data Protection Commissioner. This person is responsible for enforcement of the Data Protection Act. The seventh term is Data Protection Officer or DPO. This is a person appointed by a data controller or data processor to assist in implementing a data protection compliance program. DPOs advise the business on the requirements of the Act, oversee compliance, and facilitate capacity building of staff, involved in data protection activities. They are also the liaison between the data commissioner, data controller, or data processor on all matters relating to data protection. The eighth term is personal data breach. This is a breach of security leading to the accidental or unlawful destruction, loss, alteration, unauthorized disclosure of, or access to personal data transmitted, stored, or otherwise processed.